Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of GWA Supercharged. I am Joe Davis. We're coming to you live, of course, from the GWA Arena in Seattle, Washington. Thank you for joining us. We are going to start off with the action right away. We got one-on-one competition to start off the show.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Eliminators from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 259 pounds,
Vince Dixon of the Eliminators, one half of the #1 contenders for the GWA World Tag Team titles. Last week, it was scheduled to be the Eliminators against High Energy, the World Tag Team Champions. But the champs, they jumped the Eliminators before the match even started, leading to an unfair advantage. So tonight, we have one-on-one action. Vince Dixon, and here is his opponent.
representing High Energy from Salem, Oregon, weighing in at 217 pounds, one half of the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Champions, Derek Wright.
Derek Wright of High Energy, the World Tag Team Champions, of course, led to the ring by his manager, the leader of what he calls the Homestead, Don Holmes. And again, this match coming as a result of that sneak blindside attack by High Energy on the Eliminators last week. So this week we've got Derek Wright and Vince Dixon. Oh, now we have to listen in. Hold on. Well, Don Holmes giving us an extra introduction to his client, Derek Wright. He's very proud of his clients, and they are now the World Tag Team Champions. And Derek Wright, right after the opening bell, is going to just jump to the outside, and Vince Dixon wants to get at him in the worst way, being restrained by the official. Derek Wright, of course, the first man in GWA to become a two-time World Tag Team Champion. Now Vince Dixon's going to go after him, going to get met by Derek Wright, and right into the barricade. Derek Wright lifts him up, and he gets draped across the top of that steel barricade. Derek Wright feeling real proud of himself. He suckered him outside to gain an unfair advantage right from the start. And now we're back in the ring here to get this one officially underway. Neckbreaker by Derek Wright. And the Eliminators are the #1 contenders and are looking, wait a minute, 1, 2, no. A 2 count that time. Dixon gets the shoulder up. But as I was saying, the Eliminators, the #1 contenders, and looking to get that championship match very soon against High Energy. And now Derek Wright's going to bring him out And a slingshot move right into the middle rope. It's going to make it hard for Dixon to breathe. And Derek Wright now going up to the second rope. Fist drop right into the face, right on the money. One. And just a one that time, and a kick out by Vince Dixon. Vince Dixon, of course, is going to have to keep eyes in the back of his head with Don Holmes out here at ringside. No way he's going to want his client to suffer a loss here tonight. And shoved away by Vince Dixon. And now Dixon is going to pounce. Look at this. Power bomb with some authority from Vince Dixon. Looking to turn this one around here. And now going after the left leg. And look at this now. Wrapping him up. Twisting him like a pretzel. And now hooks both arms in. That's got to be excruciating. What a submission hold by Vince Dixon. And he can't keep the arms locked. And Derek Wright's fighting it. And he's finally going to get out of that hold. And now Bulldog by Derek Wright. We have another big show for you planned here tonight. Not only do we have this match, but our main event scheduled to be the Old Gods taking on Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell, the world's champion. Hold on, wait a minute. 1, 2, he got him. No, he did not. Vince Dixon was so close. Nearly got the 3 there. But the world's champion, Arthur Caldwell, with a partner of his choosing. If the Old Gods win, handsome Harry Sharpe will be granted a world championship match against Caldwell. So a lot riding on that for handsome Harry Sharpe. But the question is, who is Arthur Caldwell going to get as his mystery partner here tonight? Maybe we'll find out before the match. Another power bomb by Vince Dixon. He's on a roll now. Well, he was. And the Northern Light suplex, perfectly done. Vince Dixon is just pouring it on right now. Look at this suplex. Got him up. And a knee to the top of the head. And another neck breaker there by Derek Wright. And Wright now in the corner, setting him up. And across the ring, over the top, neck breaker. 1, 2, and that is it. A victory for Derek Wright. This move, a devastating one. Look at this. With the agility and the speed, goes right up and over the top with the neck breaker. And that's enough to put Vince Dixon away here tonight. Another big victory for Derek Wright of High Energy. And, oh, come on! Wait just a damn minute. Get him out of there. First the sneak attack on the Eliminators last week, and now this. Oh, wait, now we were being told we got Charles Thompson backstage. Let's listen in. Harsh words from the United States Heavyweight Champion, Charles Thompson. But speaking of Justin Reed, he's scheduled to go one-on-one with Gavin Briggs in another return match. We also have Lacey Evens set to square off against the Women's World Champion, Amaya Stevens. And of course, that main event I was talking about, the Old Gods against Arthur Caldwell and a mystery partner. But Coming up next, one-on-one action as Chris Vandiver is set to go toe-to-toe with the Russian gladiator Alexander Sokolov. Chris Vandiver on his way to the ring with the lovely Lilith Vandiver. This match taking place because the Vandivers came down to the ring last week, said that they know they've missed out on some big opportunities, looking to change all that, but were then interrupted by the Sokolovs. Maria Sokolov downgrading not only Lilith but Chris Vandiver, and therefore the two ladies kind of went back and forth, and was decided that this matchup take place here tonight. So now we're going to bring it to you.
And his opponent, accompanied by Maria Sokolov. St. Petersburg, Russia, weighing in at 260 pounds, the Russian gladiator, Alexander Sokolov.
Alexander Sokolov, the Russian gladiator, prepared to square off with Chris Vandiver after the heated verbal exchange last week. They're going to see amongst the two of them just who is the better man. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Vandiver, Alexander Sokolov. The bell sounds and we're underway. Collar and elbow tie up to start things off. They break apart. Here comes Chris with several strikes to the Russian gladiator. And what a shot, big boot right to the face. We have both of the wives on the outside of the ring here, Lilith Vandiver and Maria Sokolov. And a block, and here comes Alexander. No jawbreaker from Vandiver, and an enziguri knocks him down. He's gonna go for the cover here. 1, 2, not this time. I figured it may be a little early to get the pinfall over Sokolov. And whipped to the far side against the ropes. Enziguri again by Chris Vandiver. And Vandiver now going to go to work. Looks like on the right leg of Sokolov. And now going to switch over to the left leg. And again, the Vandivers talking about missing some big opportunities over the last several months. Holding on another cover. 1, not even. But missing some opportunities. He's got an opportunity to get a victory over a former heavyweight champion of the world in Alexander Sokolov. A victory like that would sure go a long way in catapulting Chris Vandiver up the ranks of GWA. And now, Maria Sokolov distracting Chris, and then here comes Alexander. Sokolov hooks him up, and no, that's, oh my Lord. Powerbomb over the top rope to the floor. Vandiver is convulsing. He's trying to power his way back up to his feet. That could end a man's career. Sokolov showing no mercy here, and now Vandiver bounces off the steps. The official up to 5, and Sokolov's going to break the count. And due to the distraction of Maria Sokolov, once again, her husband, Alexander, gains control and is really putting the hurt on Chris Vandiver. Down across the arm. The official now up to 4. And now tossed right over to the feet of his wife, Lilith Vandiver. Now up to 7. Vandiver rolled back in, and here comes Alexander. And now, missing with the right hand, Vandiver gives him one of his own. Knockdown by Vandiver. And again. And here comes Chris. Duck under the clothesline. High elevation drop kick right on the button by Chris Vandiver. The Van Cutter. Van Cutter. Van Cutter. 1, 2, no. And Alexander Sokolov gets the right shoulder up. The Van Cutter out of nowhere. And he has completely turned this matchup around once again. Now he's going upstairs. Vandiver, what has he got in mind? Off the top, and he missed. And he must have slipped. He must have slipped off the top rope. Couldn't connect, but a shoulder block right into the spine. And now, stiff kick to the spine. Really working on the back. And Vandiver now sends him into the corner right in front of his wife, Maria. Barring the arm. Shot right to the shoulder joint. And again. Insigiri by Chris Vandiver. Drops the elbow. He's really got Sokolov on the ropes now. He's looking to put this one away, I'm sure. And open hand strikes by Chris Vandiver. Another Insigiri. And now going for the cover yet again. 1, 2, no. Only a 2. Sokolov, very resilient. And now with a forearm, and he's coming back yet again. Underhook suplex. And a block, and here comes Chris. What a match this is turning out to be. Another block by Sokolov. Another block by Vandiver. Against the ropes now. And now he's choking him. He's choking him right over the top rope there. And now with the throat over the middle rope. Vandiver poised to attack. And oh my goodness! What a shot with the knee by Alexander Sokolov. Caught him coming in, and now he's just wearing Vandiver out. And what is this? Boston Crab by Alexander Sokolov. Is Vandiver going to be able to get out? He's crawling. He's scratching and clawing his way to the ropes. He's so close. He's almost there. Vandiver with grit is trying to get out of this hold, and he's going to pick the ankle. He is going to get out of it. And kicked off, sending Sokolov across the ring. Tie up here, now up on the shoulders. No, an escape. Van Cutter by Chris Vandiver. And Vandiver. He gets a knee strike right to the temple. He couldn't capitalize on the Van Cutter. But what a match. Now sends Sokolov for the ride yet again. And across the ring, European uppercut. And now Maria Sokolov has been saying something to Chris. She's got him distracted again, and Sokolov again is going to capitalize. And look at that flying headbutt. Did you see the whiplash? 1, 2, 3. The victory for Alexander Sokolov, and again, give the assistance to Maria Sokolov on the outside. I don't know what was said, but for some reason, Chris Vandiver was distracted yet again. A flying headbutt by Alexander Sokolov and the victory.
Here is your winner, the Russian Gladiator, Alexander Sokolov.
Well, because of how that went down, I have a feeling this isn't over yet between Alexander Sokolov and Chris Vandiver. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, one-on-one action as Justin Reed has another rematch with Gavin Briggs. So let's send it back down to the ring. Let's get that matchup underway.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making its way to the ring.
No. Charles Thompson is here. We heard what he said backstage. He had something for Justin Reed, and my guess, it's payback. Clothesline to the back of the head. And now, a shot up underneath the throat again, a third time, and prime time. Charles Thompson, the United States Heavyweight Champion, is assaulting Justin Reed with a suplex on the floor. Get some security down here, I'm begging you. He warned us earlier that he was going to make Justin Reed regret ever coming back to Global Wrestling Alliance, and now he's just assaulting this kid. Charles Thompson. No, not on the power slam on the floor. My God. He's trying to break this kid in half. And another, he hooks him up again, and another suplex on the floor. Charles Thompson, what in the hell is his problem? Just because Justin Reed came back with a triumphant return, with a big victory, the biggest victory of the young kid's career, and this is how he's got to treat him? I hope he feels real proud of himself. Well, coming up next, obviously that match isn't going to happen. We're going to have Lacey Evens squaring off with the Women's World Champion, Amaya Stevens.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Paris Island, South Carolina,
Lacey Evens making her way down to the ring to square off with the GWA Women's World Champion, Amaya Stevens. And Stevens, just last week, assaulted the #1 contender for her title, Tammy Mullins, before Mullins' match could even get underway. And now, and speaking of, Tammy Mullins with some payback on the mind, bounces Amaya Stevens' head right off the steps. The official getting Mullins out of here. And Stevens has been completely rocked by Tammy Mullins. Stevens is nodding to the referee that yes, she can go. But I question that decision. And Stevens has got to be on Dream Street here now. And Evans going to send her into the corner. And now Lacey Evens going to go to work. Some payback for Tammy Mullins here tonight. And now, Lacey Evens has her hooked up. Choke slam! Amaya Stevens gets a little taste of her own medicine. 1, 2, got her! No! A fraction of a second away for Lacey Evens to gain a victory over the Women's World Champion. Leg sweep there. But I think Amaya Stevens may finally be meeting her match with Tammy Mullins, because Mullins is not the kind of gal that's going to put up with Amaya Stevens and her shenanigans. And missile drop kick off the top rope by Lacey Evens, and gives the salute to the GWA audience. And here's the cover. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. No, just a 2. And still, Stevens fighting, gets the shoulder up. But how much fight can Stevens have left after the attack by Tammy Mullins? Lacey Evens hooks her up again, wrenching and working on that left arm. And obviously, Amaya Stevens known for her striking ability. You take away one of her arms or both, and she can't knock your lights out. Still, well, that's the right arm that time. So Evans is working on both arms. 1, 2, still only a 2. But Amaya Stevens been unable to get out of the gate. And there's a slap to the back of the head, and look at this. Evans going for it. Down right on the back of the head and the top of the shoulders. Amaya Stevens in all kinds of trouble. Lacey Evens with the shot, the right hand, the cover. 1, 2, and it's over. Lacey Evens with a huge victory over the Women's World Champion. But give the assist, yes, right here, to Tammy Mullins. Bam! Bounces her face right off the steps. And Amaya Stevens was out of it right from the get-go. The right hand and the victory for Lacey Evens.
Here is your winner, Lacey Evens.
A huge victory for Lacey Evens. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was announced last week here on the program, but we hope that you join us on Sunday, May 7th, as Global Wrestling Alliance presents Mayhem. That announcement was made by the general manager, Gene Wells, and his peers. She's coming out here, and there she is. An unscheduled match just made official by Gene Wells.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Eddie Sheffield, representing the Varsity Club from Spokane, Washington, weighing in at 178 pounds.
Ryan Morris of the Varsity Club to take on the newcomer, Owen Gerald Sexton. Sexton made his debut last week on Supercharged with a victory over Morris's partner, Eddie Sheffield. And now it's going to be Morris's turn.
pounds, Owen Gerald Sexton.
This match made official just moments ago by the new general manager of Global Wrestling Alliance, Jean Wells, as a way, in her words, to make up for the fact that you, the GWA audience, and those here in attendance tonight, did not, in fact, get the scheduled match of Justin Reed and Gavin Briggs. So we get to see Owen Gerald Sexton yet again as he takes on Ryan Morris. Both combatants are ready. There's the bell. And a lockup and a shot by Sexton. And another. And a kick by Morris, shoved away by Sexton. Went for an axe handle or something. It was blocked. And now a scoop and a go behind by Morris, elbow by Sexton. And a scoop here. High elevation on the body slam. Still to come tonight, our main event. The Old Gods, Ray Snyder and Harry Sharpe. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, not this time, a 2 count for Sexton. But Snyder and Sharpe, the Old Gods, to take on Arthur Caldwell and a partner of his choosing. If the Old Gods win, then handsome Harry Sharpe will be granted a World Heavyweight Championship match against the champion, Arthur Caldwell. Knocked down by Sexton and down across the arm. We've been speculating, and there's been rumors going around, the talk's been going around all week long of just who Arthur Caldwell will get as a tag team partner here tonight. We're all wanting to know, to-bone suplex by Owen Gerald Sexton. 1, 2, not this time. Morris still able to get at the kick out after 2. And a shot by Sexton, and a reverse scoop slam, that time by Sexton. Eddie Sheffield looking on the outside of the ring in concern. A leg sweep by Morris, and I'm not sure what that was all about. And a couple of strikes here. DDT! And Sexton pops right back up and just tackles Morris right back down to the canvas. Follows it up with a stiff kick. And down now across the left arm. Tie up here. And a couple of elbows into the breadbasket. And a kick by Sexton. Another reversal. And Sexton now gonna send him. Nope. He's going to put on the brakes. And Morris just can't get anything going, but he dodges that one. And what a knee strike. And another. Make that a trifecta. And now Morris stomping away. And another one to the face. Wrestles Sexton back down. It appears that Morris is in control now at this juncture of the matchup. Down with the knees. And Morris, he was trying to get some offense built up, a knockdown by Sexton. Sexton now twists the arm, and look at that maneuver. Slams him, his head ricochets off the mat. 1, 2, and it's over. Sexton with another impressive victory here tonight in this impromptu match on Supercharged. Look at this maneuver right here, an interesting one. Not sure what he calls that exactly, but he hit it. He hit it big, and he gets the victory.
Here is your winner, Owen Gerald Sexton.
A second straight victory for Owen Gerald Sexton. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. It's main event time, and it's tag team action. The Old Gods against Arthur Caldwell in a mystery partner. So let's get back down to the ring. Let's get our main event started.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 660 pounds, the Old Gods.
Handsome Harry Sharpe will get a championship match if he gets a victory, well, if his team gets a victory here tonight. Several months ago, Harry Sharpe was the heavyweight champion of the world. Some injuries put him on the shelf. He came back as a partner of Ray Snyder, his longtime enemy and rival. They dominated the tag team division, but Harry Sharpe says that he wants to be on top of the wrestling mountain one more time, and he's gunning for the World Heavyweight Championship.
And their opponents first, from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 238 pounds, the Global Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell.
And the heavyweight champion of the world, Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell, with the GWA World Heavyweight title around his waist. Harry Sharpe wants to reclaim it as his own. You see on the side plates there, it has the names of every champion that has held the gold here in GWA. Harry Sharpe's name is on it. He wants to add his name to it yet again if he can reclaim it from Arthur Caldwell, but he needs to win this match to get the opportunity first. Well, who is it? Who is it? Yes! Yes! It's Dundalinger!
And from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Sergio Dundalinger.
What a pick by the heavyweight champion of the world, Arthur Caldwell, a former United States heavyweight champion in his own right, the Fighting Irishman, Sergio Dundalinger. And Caldwell was right, a big victory for Dundalinger. Just last week, he had a victory over Sheik Amir. Last week on Supercharged. And now he finds himself as the tag team partner of the World Heavyweight Champion. We have Ray Snyder and Sergio Dundalinger starting things off here. Lock up and a headbutt by Dundalinger. Lock up, headbutt by Dundalinger. And now Dundalinger. Headbutt by Dundalinger. A trifecta of them there, and Ray Snyder is reeling. Snyder head first into the turnbuckle and a tag. The team of Dundalinger and Caldwell already working as a cohesive unit. Forearm shot to the back of Ray Snyder. And here's the roll-up. Going for the cover early. And only a one that time, and a kick out by Ray Snyder. Drops the elbow, does the World Heavyweight Champion. And now Caldwell sending Snyder back to his corner. And another tag. Here comes Dondelinger. Buries the boot. And now another tie-up and sent for the ride against the ropes. Back elbow by the Fighting Irishman. Here's the cover. 1, 2, not this time. A 2 count for Dondelinger on that occasion. A lot riding on this for handsome Harry Sharpe. You have to watch Ray Snyder and Harry Sharpe here tonight. I have a feeling that they'll do just about anything for Harry Sharpe to get that World Heavyweight title match. Dondelinger was dropped on his head by Snyder. A tag and a belly-to-belly now by Harry Sharpe. And Sharpe really feeling full of himself, but I don't think you want to turn your back on the Fighting Irishman. Straight right hand to the face. And he's going to tag Snyder back in. I question that decision. Harry Sharpe is clearly the freshest man of the team. Spikes him with a pile driver yet again. They're really working on the head and neck of Sergio Dondelinger here. Now Dondelinger's the one that's in trouble, and he's the one that's got to get back to the corner to make the tag. The old gods in control at this juncture. Another tag, and in comes Harry Sharpe. And Sharpe now grabs Dondelinger, hooks him up. Perfectly executed suplex by the veteran. And now grapevines the head and neck. And here comes Caldwell. Caldwell able to break it up before he's cut off by Ray Snyder. And Snyder now grabs the world champion, sends him over the top rope into the floor. Cover by Sharpe. 1, 2, and a long 2 count. And Dondelinger on the receiving end of a lot of punishment. He's able to escape the submission attempt, and a headbutt there. It looked like he grazed the battering ram headbutt there on Harry Sharpe. And Dondelinger, I think he may be trying to catch his breath. His partner isn't there at ringside. They're off camera. And the Dondelinger zinger. That's it. Cover. 1, 2, 3. No, the official saying only 2. How in the world did Harry Sharpe kick out of that? Well, there's a tag, and in comes the world's champion, Arthur Caldwell. I don't think anybody has ever kicked out of the Dondelinger zinger. Harry Sharpe now. Caldwell's fighting, and he fights out of it. Reverse DDT by the champ. A stomp to the back of the head. And now Caldwell sends Sharpe for the ride against the corner and a clothesline. And knee drop to the back of the head. Classic Arthur Caldwell. Shoulder block, knocking Ray Snyder off of the apron. And he's going for it. The inverted figure 4. He's got it locked in deep. And with the bad knees, the bad legs of Harry Sharpe, he could not hold out. Let's take one last look at it. The damaged legs and knees of handsome Harry Sharpe couldn't put up with the pain, and the victory for Caldwell and Dondelinger. Well, handsome Harry Sharpe will not be receiving that World Heavyweight title match now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Tune in next week for another edition of GWA Supercharged.